Welcome. The next distribution that we are going to study is hypergeometric distribution. Here we consider there are n items. Okay. Let me tell main difference between the previous type of distributions and this one. There we were performing some trial for a repeated number of times. Okay, here we have something as a whole. Okay, once you pick it, you are not replacing it with the whole group. Okay, just like okay, suppose you are throwing a die. Okay, and you have obtained 5. For instance, you have obtained 5. You do not consider that 5 in the next turn. If that is the case, then we will have to make use of the other type of distributions. We cannot make use of the previous type of distributions because you are accepted to you are okay to accept the same 5 in every turn, every trial in the previous type of distributions. Here you remember that you are picking something without replacement, which means once you pick something, once you get something, the same thing you will not get it in the next turn. Okay, so here there are total n number of items, out of which we consider a of them are defectives and rest are good, which means you may consider it in a way that you are going to consider only a number of items which are good to you. Okay, that may be the case, it may be the vice versa as well, right? You are selecting n items without replacement. Okay, and the number of items that you are going to select should be smaller than both this a and n minus a, and x be the number of defective items in a sample selected, and the pdf is given to be something like this. Okay, let me give a simpler version of this. Okay, let n be the total number of students in a class. Okay, and I want okay, I need to select some certain number of students. Okay, uh, I am expecting to select 15 students. Okay, I need to select some students, some number of students who has 60 percentage and above, or in grade system we can say b grade and above. Okay, b or c grade and above. Okay, this is what I am expecting. And in this total, suppose the total strength of the class is 90, and let us say that out of this 90, 50 students have this criteria. Okay, 50 students have this criteria, which means this a is the 50. Okay, and I am expecting to select some number of students, which means I may require 25 students. Okay, I need to select 25 students who has 60 percentage and above. Okay, 50 students have this criteria, which means 40 students does not have this criteria. Based on the experiment, it may vary. Okay, so here my a value is, here my n value is 90, my x I am expecting okay, a value is 50 and n minus a is 40. I am expecting 25 number of students with this thing. Okay, but I am going to select this 25 students from the whole lot of 90 students. So the students that I select may from okay, suppose this is the whole class, that contains total number of thing, and this is 60 percentage and above, the remaining. Okay, now I pick a student. Okay, I pick a student from here. The next attempt I pick a student from here. Once I take them, I do not put them back here. Okay, I am going to select 25 students like this. I am picking 25 students from this. Okay, now that what is the okay now I need to look for the probability that this 25 students in the sample are selected. So my probability of x equals 25 would be, so the thing is that I am okay. I need to tell n as well, right? Okay. Okay. Suppose I am okay. In total, I am going to select 30 students. Okay. Out of which 25 are falling in this group. Okay. I am expecting 25 in this group, but in whole, I am selecting as a whole, I am selecting 30 students. Right. So out of 90, I am selecting 30. But out of this 50, I have selected only 25, and the remaining I have selected from this thing. Okay, so the total number of selections you will have to fix in the earlier itself. So if you see, this 30 is smaller than this, as well as this 30 is smaller than this, as well as this x is smaller than this and this. So this has to be the case. Okay, from a whole lot of thing, you will have two subdivisions, out of which you are going to select something from the whole group. Okay, and you are going to examine certain number of things in the things that you are considering here my situation here the situation that I explained is to select the students with 60 and above. Okay, sometimes we may be in reality or in the practical application, we may be expecting to select some defective items in a manufacturing company, so that is what is explained here. Okay, so in a total n you are selecting n, out of which you are expecting something in the defective group or in the group that is your primary concern, and the remaining that you select from the other group. So this is the probability. And here if you see, we have a problem. A shipment of 80 burglar alarms contains 5 that are defective. So out of this 80, this 5 is defective. Okay, 4 of these are randomly selected and shipped to the customer. So from this itself we are able to note that our capital N is 80 and A is 5, therefore your N minus A should be 75, and in total you are selecting 4 items. Out of these 4 items you are going to find out the probability that exactly 2 are bad units. So you need to find out the probability of x equals 2. Okay, it is what your n cn. Okay, from this 5 you have selected 2. Okay, from the 75 you have selected the other 2. Okay, so this, if you find this probability, this is going to tell you exactly 2 defectives. Okay, the next thing is at least 3 bad units. So at least 3 greater than or equals 3. So it is probability of x equals 3, and all the items that we have selected may be defective as well. These are the things. So out of 5 you have selected 3, and from the 75 you have selected only 1 upon this thing, plus out of this 5 you have selected all the 4, from the 75 you have selected nothing, and upon 80 C4. So this is how we calculate the probability in hypergeometric thing. Okay, now if you see in this problem, we need to select 3 students from a group of 10 boys and 5 girls. Okay, we are going to select 3 students from a group of 10 boys and 5 girls to form a committee. Now that the question is to find out the probability that there will be a majority for girls in the committee. Okay, now if you see your n is, that is total 15, and you are selecting 3 students. Okay, and a is what you are expecting girls, so your a is 5. Okay, now what is the probability that the majority in the committee is girls? So if majority has to be there, out of this 3, either 2 should be girls or all the 3 should be girls. So we need to find out the probability that x greater than or equals to, that is probability of x equals to plus probability of x equals 3. That is, from whole lot of 15 you are selecting only 3. From 5 girls, how many you are going to select? From 10 boys, how many you are going to select? Okay, from 5 girls, if you have selected 2, the 1 you will select from the boys. If you have selected all the 3 from girls, you will select nothing from the boys. So if you just add them up, this is the required probability. Okay, and here for this distribution, our MGF is not in a simplified form. So if you have time, just invest some time and try to identify the mean and variance using other techniques like uh, directly finding the expectation value and the expectation of x square, and through that you try to find out the mean and variance. Thank you.